After installing MillMage, the first thing you need to do is create a device profile. You can use MillMage if you don't have a CNC yet, but you'll still need to create a placeholder device to be able to use the design and machine operation tools. If you close the device window without creating a profile, you'll be given the option to reopen the wizard and create a device, have MillMage generate a dummy device for you, or close out of the program. In this example, we'll be making a profile for my 33-inch by 33-inch CNC router. There are two options for creating a new profile. You can create a device manually or import a device profile. Import is useful when you're transferring devices between computers or if you have a vendor bundle provided by your machine's manufacturer. Otherwise, you'll need to use Create Manually. Click on Create Manually to open the new device wizard. Here, we need to select how MillMage will connect to our machine. The options are None, Serial or USB, and Ethernet or TCP. Not all controllers can connect directly to MillMage, and you'll instead need to export the G-code and transfer it to the machine using separate control software. If that's the case for your machine, choose None. Among the machines that MillMage can directly connect to, the most common communication method is USB, and that's what we'll be using for our CNC. At the top of the next page, we'll name our device. Giving it a unique name that's easy to identify is especially important if you have multiple machines, so that you can easily tell them apart. Next, we'll select the device units we want to use. This is largely a personal preference, and you can change it later on if you decide you want to switch your units. MillMage also allows you to use separate units of measurement for designing and for your device and its operations. You can select design units in the settings window later on. Now we need to tell MillMage the maximum dimensions of our work area. If you don't know this offhand, you can typically find it on your machine's product page. If you are unsure, contact your machine's manufacturer. The last section on this page is the 0-point configuration. This is where we set the 0 location of our machine's X and Y axes. The X and Y 0 point will vary based on your specific machine. It's important to note that while it is often the same corner your machine homes to if it has limit switches, this is not always the case. If you're not sure which corner to select, you can start with the one the machine homes to and adjust later if necessary, after consulting your machine's manufacturer. On the next page, we'll select the flavor of G-code our machine uses from the drop-down menu at the top. Changing our menu selection updates some of the parameters on this page, and choosing this correctly is critical for MillMage to generate the appropriate G-code for our machine. The rest of the parameters on this page are set to reasonable values based on your selection, and unless you know something needs to be changed for your specific configuration, we recommend leaving the defaults. On the summary page, we can see some of the specifics that we've configured for our machine. These include the connection type, device name, work area size, and origin location. If you need to make any changes, you can click Back, or select Finish to confirm settings and generate the device profile. You can get back to the device list menu at any time by clicking on the Devices button in the Job Control window. You can also adjust these settings at any time by clicking on the wrench icon in the top toolbar while the device profile you want to make changes to is active. If you have created multiple devices, you can set a default device from the device list. This will be the profile that automatically opens each time you start MillMage. Select the device you want to make default, and click the Make Default button at the bottom of the window. You can confirm your default device by the asterisk next to its name. Now you know how to create a device profile for your CNC machine in MillMage. In the next video, we'll cover how to set up your first project in the Project Wizard. Subscribe for more great videos on mastering MillMage.